Hey, I wasn't planning to talk monitors today, but after weeks staring at Aorus FO32U2 every day, I have to tell you what it feels like to actually use it. This is for the kind of person who's tired of washed-out colors, stuttered gameplay, and displays that feel like they're lagging behind what your hardware can actually do. Before you dive deeper, check the current price and stock. Panels this capable don't stay at steady pricing or inventory for long. You know that moment when you boot a game or open your creative workspace and something just feels off? Colors look flat, motion looks hesitant, details don't pop the way you know they should, and you find yourself squinting, adjusting settings, second-guessing your gear? That's the moment where compromise stops being acceptable. You didn't suddenly become picky, you simply started noticing what good really looks like. From the first time I switched to this screen, everything felt alive. The picture isn't just sharp, it's expressive. Colors don't just exist, they vibrate with depth. That QD OLED panel makes HDR content look like there's actual light behind the pixels, and once you see that, the washed-out look of lesser monitors feels like something you used to accept without realizing it. In real life, that means gaming suddenly feels immersive instead of just playable. Motion feels fluid. That 240Hz refresh and 0.03 milliseconds response time don't just look impressive on paper, you feel the smoothness with every frame. Fast-paced scenes aren't just sharper, they stay coherent, controlled, and popping with contrast. You start noticing subtleties that used to blur into flatness, the glint of light on armor, faint tones in a skybox, the split-second movement in competitive play that tells you where your next move matters most. Once you feel that level of performance, anything weaker starts to feel like settling, the kind of thing you put up with when you didn't know better. Every time you glance at lesser displays after this, there's a part of your brain that remembers what you'd be giving up, that richness, that motion, that clarity. That's loss aversion in motion. Now you feel what it costs to settle for lackluster visuals. If you're even half curious right now, don't let random price shifts or stock changes make the choice harder later. Check the link while it's still available. You might ask whether you really need this much display power. Here's the truth: when your current screen was constantly holding back your experience, dull colors, ghosting in motion, choppy refresh, anything genuinely smooth and expressive feels like luxury. Until the day you use it daily. That's when it stops being nice to have and starts feeling like how displays should feel. The kind of confidence you get when your visuals finally match what your GPU is capable of. That's not something you unnotice once you've lived with it. What genuinely surprised me was how versatile it feels. It's not just a gaming screen, it handles creative work, HDR movies, high-paced scenes, and everyday tasks with equal poise. That's a subtle shift you don't expect until you use it every day. You feel motion that stays fluid under pressure, you enjoy colors that look alive, not washed out, you stop lowering settings to chase smoothness, you notice details you used to overlook, you feel proud owning something truly capable. It's not the most budget-friendly panel, it's not a tiny, space-saving screen. At some point, comparing numbers becomes white noise. You stop cycling through specs and choose what already feels right, the display that matches how you see and react every day. Deep down, you already know this is that monitor. If you're ready to leave flat visuals and stuttered motion behind and step into a display you feel the moment you power it on, check the current price and grab yours today. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and regret later.